I'm Diana Blass, and this is In the Mix. This month, we're talking about menu innovation. Consumers increasingly have an appetite for global flavors, a point underscored in this study by Techonomic. It found that more than a third of consumers would like to see more North African influences on restaurant menus. And since 2018, the research group has seen a growing number of consumers trying various African dishes. An interesting discovery given the event that Nation's Restaurant News' Brett Thorne recently attended.
Hi, this is Brett Thorne reporting to you from the Culinary Institute of America's Worlds of Flavor Conference at their Copia campus in Napa, California. The theme of this year's conference is Africa and the World, a topic that many of the attendees here, including me, think is long overdue, in which we explore the way that essentially the slave trade has influenced the way that we eat in the United States and the rest of the Western Hemisphere. Let's take a look at what we've seen. So what do we have here?
Raw fish and shrimp. This is mainly like a breakfast food.
We have turmeric. We have some fried curry leaves.
We have a stewed chicken and Creole sauce. It's a typical dish that's made with cashews, but we have substituted peanuts with it.
From an oxtail stew. So, put it right there for you. There you go.
Menu innovation has challenged restaurant operators since the pandemic, many forced to reduce the number of food items on menus in a push to lower costs. But that could soon change.
Hey, this is Alicia Kelso, Executive Editor of Nation's Restaurant News. I am on the Las Vegas Strip very early in the morning, wrapping up the Restaurant Finance and Development Conference. Inflation was the theme of the conference, no doubt, no surprise. If there's any sort of good news, it's that operators are very optimistic that those pressures are going to start easing soon. Operators shared a lot of ideas about how to ease some of the labor pressures when there's not enough people to fill them. Kitchen display technology, for example, labor scheduling technology, automation. We heard it all, and I think that operators are more interested than ever in what these applications can do for them. And the favorite theme of mine from the conference is a lot of operators were pretty frank about, hey, we got through 2 years of COVID restrictions, we can get through this too. So the spirit is definitely high, and it's hard not to be excited about that.
Meanwhile, a menu segment that continues to see growth, cocktails. And some experts predict that tequila will outsell every spirit category in the United States. That's good news for Sam Fox's bar concept, Pushing Daisies, a Mexican speakeasy that opens in Nashville in November. It will exclusively sell margaritas, my personal favorite, after Fox says to-go margaritas drastically outsold every other cocktail during the pandemic.
NRN's Leanne Zinsmeister has more from inside the bar.
I'm here at Pushing Daisies, which is the newest cocktail bar in Nashville. It is the newest concept from Sam Fox of Fox Restaurant Concepts. He also told me that opening a bar is so much easier than opening a full restaurant concept. There's only a small snack menu, so he didn't need a full culinary team, not a full menu test. And labor-wise, this place was actually really easy to staff.
Well, a margarita will pair well with the latest items added to Taco John's menu. NRN's senior editor Joanna Fantozzi got a first-hand look at the items when visiting the Taco John headquarters in Minneapolis.
Hi, I'm Joanna Fantozzi, senior editor with Nation's Restaurant News. It's a little windy here in Minneapolis. I am outside of Taco John's headquarters. I tasted all their new menu items, and we talked a little bit about the future, the new loyalty program. They're also going to be expanding to new markets. They're going to be expanding to Michigan and all sorts of new markets in the South and further in other markets in the Midwest. The best thing that I tasted today was definitely the pulled pork quesadilla, which is a new menu item. And it has has queso fresco, and it's really delicious. 4 different types of cheeses, smoked pulled pork. And I also got to taste an upcoming menu item, which is in test, a beef tostada. Reminded us a little bit of a Mexican pizza by another QSR Mexican brand that we won't mention. And it was really awesome, and we're excited to see what's next for Taco John's.
The dish is on trend with what the National Restaurant Association believes will resonate with diners in 2023, who will crave more global flavors. So that's a look at some of the latest headlines from Nation's restaurant news. For more coverage like this, be sure to follow along at nrn.com. Till next time, I'm Diana Blass.